northeast, then turn left.
All right. Here we are, everyone, for our second of the playoffs
Then turn right.
of Rushville here. We got Northwestern and Michigan State both tied at 132. And this is the first order for Northwestern. They've been on the clock now for 45 minutes. This is their first order. So we're going to see what they're due. We also have, to keep in mind, we also have the Uber Shop and Deliver on right now too. So there's possibility of that. And remember, any dirty stack adds 30 minutes to the time. All right, so let's go ahead and drop off our first order here.
Turn right onto North Main Street, State Route 3.
So welcome to Rushville. Just came here to see what Rushville was like, and let's go. You know, let the battle between the Wildcats and the Spartans go on. Kind of been waiting a while for this. All this snow here prevented it, and it's time to get. It's time to get the playoffs going. I would like to finish all the playoffs. Hey, Fran, welcome in. Yeah.
Half-mile. Turn right onto West 9th Street.
Yeah, I heard about Roy joining on Facebook, and I said I already followed him on Facebook, so I'm already a follower of his on there. So there you go. Yeah. Hopefully that'll do good for him now. Yeah. So also follow him. You okay? Yeah. Nice to meet. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't go on Facebook that much, and I don't. I really don't have time for it. I mean, I said I'm doing good to make the time I have for YouTube. I really don't have time for that. Hey, Vicky, welcome in. Yeah, welcome to the battle between Northwestern and Michigan State. It's been 45 minutes,
Right
and
onto West 9th Street.
Northwestern finally got their first order. So, and now with Uber Shop and Deliver on, maybe we might get something here.
700 feet.
So,
224 West 9th Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the right.
I mean, it's just nice to hear the name of a different town from time to time instead of the same town you always dash in. Okay. Yeah, we got to let them go. All right. But yeah, I hope that Roy, that Roy does well on Facebook. I'm, glad that...
224 West 9th Street, Rushville,
Okay.
Indiana 46173. USA is on the right.
Oh, it's the one on the end. That's what I figured. I guess that's someone else's, but oh boy, I guess I'm okay. I just don't like having to park in this snowdrift, but all right. Hey, 17 of you, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, I'm dropping off my first order for Northwestern here, so I'll be right back. It's $5.50, by the way. Okay, the cats keep going now. We got $5 at Dollar General shopping for 3 items. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. All right.
Drive
Let's
east
go.
on West 9th Street. Then, in 700 feet, turn left onto North Main Street. Drive west on West 9th Street.
Okay,
Then
it's
turn
going to
onto
go this
North
way. I
Harrison
think it's
Street.
a little bit better for me to go this way anyway.
In a quarter
All right.
mile, right onto North Park Boulevard.
Well, welcome in, everybody. Yep, the cats already got their, it took a little bit, but they've got their first order at $5.50. Now, we got $5 here at Dollar General for 3 items. So, and it's not that far. This is a very small town. So, that's one of the reasons why, I came here to do the playoffs here, because it is such a small town, and, a lot can happen. And now that we got 2 platforms, you don't do very much Uber here, but I figured now with the shop and deliver that I have, maybe I'll get some Uber shop and delivers, because I had that turned on in the last dash, the last playoffs, but never got anything from there. But I might get that today. But I do have a shop and deliver right here for
Bear right onto North Park Boulevard.
so we're right here at the school center. That's the
In a quarter mile,
That's the elementary
bear right.
school. The high school is on down. And of course, we know it's the home of the Lions. So, yep. And in this town, like I said, if I go around, especially, going through town, you'll see a whole bunch of lion statues around. That's, the first time I came here, I really enjoyed, I enjoyed dashing here, because it was a small town, and seeing, all the lions around, because, that is their mascot. That's the big one. Yeah, please buckle your safety belt. Yeah, well, I always do that. So, all right. So let's see. They're gonna have me turn here. It's hard to turn. It's hard to turn left there.
Bear right.
Okay. I mean, I can go one of 2 ways. Okay. Yeah, at this time of day, it's kind of busy, just like over in Shelbyville. They're letting out of some businesses. So I think what I'm going to do is probably, okay, we're going to turn down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn, okay, I'm going to turn this way and turn in this back way and go the back way. I think it's the best way to go. Yeah, we'll
Drive
just do
south
that.
on North Main Street, State Route 3. Then turn right onto West 14th Street.
See, which cat team is this? Northwestern Wildcats. Northwestern. Yeah, it's Tiger. Yeah, Northwestern is Tiger. Yep. And Michigan State is Little One. So, yeah.
Drive north on North Main Street, State Route 3.
Okay.
Then,
I had to go back that
500
way
feet,
because it
turn
was so
right.
busy over
Drive
there.
east, then turn left.
All right, let's go. Yeah. Is Tiger the first one? Yeah, Tiger is Northwestern, and
Drive east.
Little One is Michigan State. So, yeah. See, Little Tiger still in the lead in the cat tournament, but all that can change with these playoffs. All right, let me go to shop at Dollar General here. Only need 3 items, so I'll be right back. Well, it never fails. There's always something in there that they don't have. I was able to substitute it though, but I also got something else to show you. Let's see. All right. All right. Before I click on this other one here, let's see. Hey, I don't know how to say your name. No, I just went in there, did a shopping order. So that's what I was in there doing. But I got to show you something. Hey, there's Dean. Yeah. Oh, well, I was going to show it to you. Well, anyway, okay. That last customer that I had, apparently they heard what I said, and, they ended up giving me double. I said, hey, Dean did that. All right, Dean. So we're going to do this right now before we go on ahead and move. Thanks to Dean, and also to the, to the double from the customer. Here we go. Yes. All right. Well, I know that set Sparty back a little bit. I don't think they really, yeah, that was kind of weird, but okay. Well, let's find out where we're going here.
West, then turn left onto North Main Street.
Yeah, I got to turn left there. Okay. Thank you for that again, Dean. Yeah, guys. I'm sure you all saw the news today about old Punxsutawney Phil seeing his shadow. And I know there's a lot of people that aren't very happy about it. But I put a post on it, and I just said, yeah, because technically it is the truth. He is just the messenger. And the one that everyone should really be upset with is the snow miser, because especially down there in the south, where I even saw the other day where on one of the beaches down there, that there was snow right there actually on the beach. And it's like, when do you see snow on a beach? I mean, you act like you're, skiing on a beachfront instead of just sitting out there, taking in the water. I mean, it just looks so weird. It really did. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. Looks like post-fall. So, yeah, well, this is, we're in Rushville, Indiana. We're in the, this is the playoffs, the Rushville playoffs here to get into the Elite Eight. So, hopefully we'll have, barring we're supposed to get a couple of inches of snow tomorrow, so I'd like to come out here tomorrow and do the next two, which would be Rutgers and Oregon. So I'd like to do them. And then Saturday night, after I do my 3 days at my W-2, Saturday night would be Maryland and would be Penn State. And then get ready, Dean, for hopefully I can do it on Sunday. It would be the rematch of the century. Yep. Illinois versus Indiana. Yeah. That will be, because that'll be a Sunday night, and should be interesting because what happens on Sunday? The Super Bowl. Yep. The rematch of the century on Super Bowl Sunday. Wow. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that one. I don't think Indy Gig Life is, but I'm looking forward to that one. Just imagine what it would be like to dash here in Rushville on Super Bowl Sunday, because every time I dashed on Super Bowl Sunday was always in Franklin. But we're going to do it here this week, provided that the weather cooperates tomorrow. So I just, that's what I'm hoping, that it cooperates, so that we can, that I can get all of that in this week, and then we will see who the Elite Eight is and start the actual Elite Eight tournament next week, which is what I would like to do. I remember in the Rushville tournament, it goes like this. It is head to head, and the loser, the winner takes it unless the loser ties another team, and the winning team doesn't, then the winning team loses. So, that's, I know it's strange rules, but that's how it is. The purpose of the Rushville playoffs is to keep tying, to try to get your score up there to get into the Elite Eight. That's what it is. That's exactly what the Minnesota did last year. They tied like three different teams to get to the runner-up part of the tournament last year. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing. And also, 2 T's in Rushville is automatic disqualification for that team. So that's how that works too. So hopefully all these shop and delivers will work out, especially for Dollar General and all that. Yeah, that's how that works. So, okay, I gotta turn here. Is that right? Yeah, it is. Okay. If you see all the lion statues that I was driving by there, yeah, that's what this town is known for. Is lion statues everywhere. There's one right up there. If you can see it, it's kind of got a zebra looking head. Yep. But Rushville, I mean, it's good to come down here. I mean, you don't really make a whole lot of money down here, but you can. I mean, I'm just hoping that with Uber I could get some shop and delivers on Uber. That's one of the reasons why I turned on shop and delivers on Uber, so I can do this.
Clark Street. Then, in 90 feet, 220 Buena Vista Avenue, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the left.
All right, I knew he was going to be over there, so. All right, so I have to turn here on this street. Yep, okay. I don't really come down here on this part of Rushville that much. What do we got? Is that a...
Drive northwest on West 3rd Street,
okay.
US 52. Then make a sharp right to stay on West 3rd Street.
Okay, somehow missed a turn back there. Of course, like I said, I don't come here that much, so that's why I...
Turn right onto MC Clark Street. Then 220 Buena Vista Avenue, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the right.
Okay, well, there's no such street here. Well, there is, but it's going to be hard to get in there. All right, I'm going to go down Jackson and go that way. Yeah, that's the way I'm going to have to.
West 3rd Street. Then, in 500 feet,
Yeah, there's no way I'm going down there. That's not plowed. So, yeah, that's not plowed, so I'm not going down there. Yeah, that is not plowed.
Drive south on North Exit
All right.
Street. Then, in 300 feet, make a sharp right onto West 3rd Street.
Okay. Make a sharp right here. Okay. Then it's supposed to... Okay, I'm going to wait for this traffic to come down here, because there's a road right here that looks like it's not shoveled that they want me to turn on. And that's the same thing I went through when I was in Carthage the other day. There was a road that was not shoveled. Okay.
Turn right onto MC Clark Street. Then, in 90 feet, 220 Buena Vista Avenue, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the left.
Okay, so it's this street right here. Okay. Yeah, it's this street.
220 Buena Vista Avenue, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA is on the left.
Now I know why.
The order at their door.
Okay, I'm going to put this on.
Additional instructions are provided in the app.
Okay. Yeah, they want me to get stuck here. That's all right. And it's not shoveled up there. Isn't that great? Yeah. Yeah, it's not shoveled up there. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, Northwestern continues. We've got a $3.70. It's 2.5 miles, but it's all right.
South of MC Clark Street, then turn left onto West 3rd Street.
All right, well, I'm going to have to back up to get out of here. I'm just glad I got these tires. Well, maybe not. Uh-oh. No, this is not good, guys. Okay, there we go. Ooh, boy. Had I been stuck in there a little bit longer, I would have had to issue a T there.
Turn left onto North Main Street.
Oh, I'm so glad I had those tires. If I didn't have those tires, that would have been a bad deal there. Yeah, it pays to have, to have 4 fresh tires. Just like in NASCAR.
Turn left onto North Main Street, State Route 3.
I'm not there yet, so. Okay. Oh, that would not have been good. That would not have been good at all, but I'm just glad that, that those fresh tires made the difference. Okay. Yeah, guys, in this kind of weather, I said there is no way that I would have got out of there if I did not have 4 fresh tires. Yeah. I would not have got out of there. And I could not park on the street either, especially there, because that was an intersection, and that wouldn't have worked. I would hate to have to give the cats a T for it, when they're doing so good, a good start. Yeah. Getting the double and then getting $5 for that. They had 15, and then this makes 18. So they would be at $150 right now. But they have to get to at least, unless I thought you were going to turn there. I said, don't even think about that. I don't know what you're thinking. I said, I'm coming. Why did you even want to try to turn there? Oh, that was a scary moment there. I thought I was stuck. But nope. Yeah, when I saw that road was going to be trouble, there's no way that, yeah.
In a half mile, turn right.
That road certainly looked like trouble, and And then, of course, they didn't have the walk shoveled either. Well, they said, well, you can put it at the back door. There's a little bit of a path there. I said, not much of one. I mean, this snow has been gone. But the last snow that fell here, other than just like a few flurries or a small coating or something like that, was done last Sunday. And we still can't make paths, to your front porch for your deliveries. You still can't do that.
Turn right, then turn left.
Okay, they want me to turn in here. to go into McDonald's, I guess. Yeah, they don't want me to go in there. I guess there's no way to get in there. So I guess they want me to go in this way.
And 1602 North Main Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the left.
Okay. All right, what we're going to do is one of these numbers.
1602 North Main Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA is on the left.
All right, let's go pick this up. Be right back. All right. Guys, let me do something here real quick. Hold on, I got a second, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll take care of that. All right, let's go take care of this one. Okay, so it'd be easier to get out over here and then go out this way. All right.
Turn left onto North Main Street, State Route 3.
I just don't like turning left here because it's hard to turn left. Yeah, I'm just going to turn right and then turn around. That's what I'm going to do. Make it easier. Yeah, we'll just turn in here.
Drive north on North Main Street, State Route 3. Then, in a quarter mile,
All right.
turn left onto North Flat Rock River Drive.
Yeah, it'd be easier to do that. It's so hard to turn left there. It really is. It's very hard to turn left there.
Drive west on West 16th Street.
All right.
Then, in a quarter mile, turn left onto North Sexton Street.
All right. Three here is just as bad as 31 or 44. It's very hard to turn. All right.
Continue for 1 mile.
Okay, 17th Street here. All
In
right.
a half mile, turn left onto East 7th Street.
Oh, I'm turning left. Okay. I thought it, from the looks of it, oh, because I got Uber over there. I got the Uber thing on there. Okay, that's why. All right. Yeah, welcome guys that are in here. This is already our third order.
Turn left onto East 7th Street.
Okay, this next one. All right. All right. Right here. Yeah, it's real busy at this time of day. It really is. It's very busy at this time of day. And with snow and stuff here, it makes it a little bit, you gotta really give yourself a little extra time. All right, here we go. All right, where are we going here?
In 600 feet, turn left.
Not in an alley, I hope. Because I ain't going in an alley.
Turn left. Then 220 East 7th Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the right.
Well, this is nice. Usually this road isn't like this. This kind of reminds me of Hendrick Street in Shelbyville. You got to wait on everybody to come down here because you got a delivery you got to make. Yeah. And we got cars still stuck, still buried in snow here that nobody dug out. And it just shows nobody was prepared for this. Nobody was. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm not going in any alley. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, so I'll just park right here. All right. All right, guys. Be right back. They told me to be real careful at the bottom. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Done. I don't care. All right. All right. So right now they got $19. So 19, that'd be 151. They're just $1 short. But they're keeping going. We've got Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen for $8. So, all right. Yeah, the customer came out to pick it up because they said that, that I would have got...
West on East 7th Street. Then, in 700 feet, turn right onto North Main Street. Drive east on East 7th Street.
All right,
Then,
let's see.
in
Can I go this
500
way?
feet, turn left onto North Cherry
No, let's
Street.
just go this way and turn that way. Yeah. Yeah.
Drive south on Willow Street.
You're on a dirty
Turn
stack?
right onto
Well, I
East
haven't been
6th
able to
Street.
have one yet here, Dean. I'd like to. I haven't had an Uber yet. Yeah.
In 400 feet, turn right
Because
onto
every
North
dirty
Main Street.
stack here is an extra 30 minutes.
Turn right onto North Perkins Street. Then, in 200 feet, turn left.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad the lady told me not to go in the alley. Said she came out to pick it up. She said, don't even think about going in that alley because you would have got stuck. And I would have said, yeah, I know. I almost got stuck in the last alley I was in. Yeah. Yeah, you just go ahead because you were gonna pass through it. So I already saw it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I knew the game. You must be from Shelbyville because you drive exactly like that. Most drivers don't drive like that here, but they do in Shelbyville. I already saw that he was either gonna roll it or just not even. That's why I just had to wait.
Continue for 1 mile.
Yeah, that's how cautious you got to be with some drivers, especially at this time of night when it's rush hour. You just got to be cautious. Now the cats have 30 minutes left, so hopefully they'll get this one and get another order, so they can at least get to 164, which is Michigan, or they can get to 162 and tie that. They can do that too. So their hope right now is to at least get to 164 or tie the ones at 162 that is Maryland and Penn State. So Spark Shop 37 total. That's not bad. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. How many items? How many items did you have to shop for? Hey there, I'm talking with Dean. I'm talking with Dean, Cammy. That's who I'm talking about now. He's talking about the Spark order that he's on right now. Yeah. I'm going to pick up this Dairy Queen order here. Not doing too bad for at least starting here. Title. Oh, it's the Big Ten contest. It's a Big Ten contest. Northwestern against Michigan State. It's a battle between those two schools. 2 hours here. Each gets 2 hours past 100. That's what they had in the past. They're tying. I didn't start till 4 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, I did those two teams like almost 2 months ago. They're just in the playoffs right now.
And turn right.
To try to get to the Elite Eight.
Turn right. Then 1821 North Main Street.
All right.
Rushville, Indiana 46173-9343. United States will be on the left.
Okay.
1821 North Main Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173-9343. United States is on the left.
Okay, so here we go. All right, we're here at Dairy Queen. Go in here and I'll be right back. I'll pick it up. All right. I think I've had this person before. I think I have. Looks familiar. All right. All right, I'll be right back. Thank you. I'll see you later. Okay, well, I got 2 bags here, so what I need to do is put them in here and then wedge it up against the, yeah, okay, there we go. Get a good wedge. Okay, I can't verify the items. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to 52, and we're going to a trailer park. All right, well, hence the 5 miles. I get it now. Okay, so that's what the 5 miles is all about. All right. Yeah, I passed 52 going to Carthage the other night, and if you had not seen that trip that I took to get to Carthage, yeah, you need to take a look at that, because that was an experience, and I mean a real experience. Okay.
Drive east, then turn right onto North Main Street.
That's what I thought. Yeah. It says it's only 8 minutes, so I guess it's really not that bad.
Continue for 3 miles.
I say, no, Floyd, we're not doing that. What we're doing is we're picking it up and delivering it to a customer. Yeah. Yeah, this is a DoorDash Uber Eats channel. That's what this is. Yeah. Yeah, we don't do anything like that. So, yeah. Yeah, this is DoorDash Uber Eats. We do food and grocery deliveries here on this channel. That's what we do. And we discuss things, but that is not one of them. So... I appreciate you taking the time to take a listen, but that's not what we're doing. The terrorist attack, you're delivering a terrorist attack. All right, Crippled, I'm sorry, but we have to remove you from there because we're not doing any such thing. So, yeah, food delivery is not that. So, yeah. I mean, thank you for taking the time, but we are not doing any such thing. So I have to, sorry, I have to remove you, but, you know, hey, we don't discuss that kind of thing on this channel. So. We don't discuss politics, we don't discuss religion, we don't discuss anything like that, because this channel accepts everyone from all walks of life, all nationalities, and all countries. Yeah, that's what this channel does. There is no such thing as division in this channel. There never has been, and there never will be. So, yeah, anything of that nature that you had mentioned, well, that will never take place. So we'll just leave it at that. Let's just go ahead and continue our delivery here. Yeah. Oh, so I'm turning left, so I'm going that way. Okay, well, let's hope the roads are all right going that way. Okay, that's interesting. I think I've had only one delivery down that road, going 52 that way. Yeah, I don't think I've been. I think I've only been down this road once. You're about to park here. Oh, hey! Thanks. You have to head out soon. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Appreciate you joining us, Andrew, as always. Yeah. Always appreciate it. I mean, I'm sorry your team got eliminated the other day by Michigan, but you know that's head-to-head competition right now, and. Yeah, that's how it is. You know, that's how it is. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you something. Your team, you know, got me a lot of views. I will say that. Your team did get me a lot of views, and I certainly appreciate that because, you know, like I said, you know, with that team, you know, being what it is, you know, the Trojans, what do? They battle, right? And so if they battle, you know, what's 2026 going to be? Well, from the looks of things right now, including the snow, a bunch of battles. So, yeah. And so I had to do that. And that was the day that my daughter was coming over to celebrate Christmas. Yeah. 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 Well, I'd been at my W-2 that whole time through Christmas, and that was the only day I could do it. And I wasn't really planning on going live that day. But because the night before I had done a live, and then I ended up choosing USC, and I thought, you know what, it's so close to the new year, I have to I just have to go live, because it's the perfect team to discuss the perfect thing, and that's exactly what happened. And I was just I said, the good old W2, well, what it is right now, and the sad part about it is, they're going through a rebuild right now, and I'm not doing the job that I was doing. We're doing all kinds of cleaning, all kinds of stuff right now while they're rebuilding the lines. And unfortunately, because I'm doing that, I am not allowed to have phones on the floor, so I can't be watching people anymore. I can't watch live streams anymore like I used to. So, because I'm not doing that job, they got to do the rebuild first. So once that rebuild is done in April, it's necessary though. They've needed to do this for years, and they just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and it got so to where the morale just got so bad, that the owners just finally said, okay, enough. We need to do something right now. I said, it's getting out of hand. The quality was terrible, because that's what my original job is quality, and it's awful right now. And so that's what I'm doing. Okay, so we're doing the trailer park. That's why you don't like regular jobs. Yeah, I know. I don't like them either, but it's it is what you got to do. All right, so where's the trailer park that I got to go to? I guess it's right up here. Okay. Yeah, I've never been down. I drove down this road once, and that was to go to check out Batesville.
Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the right.
All right, where is this trailer? Okay. Echo Anissa, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Thank you. All right, what number are we looking for?
832 East US Highway 52.
Okay.
Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA is on the right.
All right, what are we looking for? What number? 70. Okay, so I'm going down that way. All right, I think I can go in there. I'm just going to have to. Yeah, I'll just go in there because it's right down here. It's going by twos. Okay, so yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just park right here. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, I can just park right behind their car. They're not going to care, just as long as I don't get in that snowdrift first. Okay, because I almost got stuck back there in one of the other deliveries because they wanted me to drive in an alley to where that one customer was. All right, let me drop this off, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Okay, there's still time on the clock right now. But as of this moment, there is a three-way tie. They have $162. The other guy left. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. It's a tie for what? Tie to get in the Elite Eight. Okay. If you Echo, if you look at the thumbnail, Northwestern and Michigan State were tied at $132, and the tie means you come to Rushville and try to get your increase your score to try to get in the Elite Eight. And right now they got $30 right now. And so $30, and you add that to the 132 they started, that's 162. Both Maryland and Penn State are there. So then they would only need if you could get the worst order and get $2, then they would tie Michigan, and then Michigan would keep going. So this is head to head. Okay. Anytime there's a tie, anyways, I am doing pretty good. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you joining. I really thank you for joining. Just trying to do some, try to get a little bit of money here before we before we get a little bit more snow tomorrow, just a couple of inches. I hope not. I hope that doesn't happen, but you just don't know anymore. You subscribe, thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do. Yeah. If you see anybody in blue like Spice up there, you can go back up there and look at her. You can check her out. She's got a very good channel. She lives in the USC area, the team that we were talking about earlier. So they were eliminated last time I was here. Michigan eliminated them. So, yeah, mods. Yeah. What would you do without your mods? But I'll tell you. But all right. Yeah, it's kind of a little overcast night. I said you're in New Jersey. Oh, okay. New Jersey. Kim's Side Money Plans. That's in New Jersey, and she's one of the most popular channels on there because she keeps up with things going on in this gig community, and she lets us know what's going on in all platforms, any changes that are made to rules and things like that. So we all depend on her to help us out with that. She's got a really good channel, and so I mean, if you're doing any kind of gig work, she's definitely the channel to check out because, she keeps you informed on everything. And, yeah. You see, your mom says, you lost the car, we lost the ability to dash. Oh, man, that's sad. We need this. You haven't seen a Hardee's in forever. Yeah, there's a Hardee's here, and there's a Hardee's in Edinburgh. So, and there's also one in Greenfield. So, and, speaking of which, when we do get to... into the Elite Eight and the Final Four, we will be dashing in Greenfield again. So, yeah, so that we'll definitely be doing that. I'm almost thinking that the Elite Eight is going to be Greensburg and Shelbyville, and then the Final Four, the dashes will be in Greenfield. So I think that's the way we're going to do it. Because there's great potential for Uber in Greenfield, and Greenfield's a pretty good sized town to be doing things because there's other side towns that go along with it. So yeah, your mom's from Michigan. Okay, Michigan is still in it, by the way. So yeah, all they got to do, like if Northwestern got $2 right now, they would tie Michigan, and they would be then Michigan and then would have a battle to keep going. So. But even there in the 162, I said, this is anybody's game now. From Indonesia, welcome in. Yeah, Indonesia. Hey, I had a former college roommate from that was from Indonesia, and really awesome guy, really was. He was. He was a really great roommate, and but the one thing that always stuck out to me from when he said. There was one time that he was studying for something really important, and he wanted me to go pick up something from, what we call Meyer here. He called it Mir. That's what he called it. He called it Mir, and I said, "What's that? I never heard of that." And then I told him to spell it out for him. I told him what it was. He goes, "Oh, well, I mean, it just sounded like it was that," and it stuck with me, and it just did. You're going to go play something right now? Okay. Well, you have yourself a great time. You're welcome at any time. We're going to be doing this for a while. I'm live every week, so whenever you want to come in, stop by and say hi. And those that come in blue, definitely check their channels out too. So, but thank you for stopping by. All right, so right now, let's see. Will the Cats get another order? Because the Michigan State has to go next. So we'll go sit up here. I think we'll go sit around the Dairy Queen area, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. I always sit up by that one place up there, but I think I'm going to sit up by Dairy Queen this time because it's not that far from there. And we'll just, we'll just do that. And then I'll toggle Uber. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just do this. Okay, and we'll just toggle Uber to try to get those down again. Yeah, it can get very busy in this town right now, and it can. But once it gets past 6 o'clock, you don't see that much traffic on 3. So now the last dash that we did here, orders went. The last order for Michigan was around this time, and then they carried over, and USC ended up getting the carry over, but there was not one single order after that. So, yeah. All right. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and, okay. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and, we're going to pause right now. I'm going to check Uber out here real quick. So. Okay. Let's see. For one trip. Well, okay, let's we'll go offline. Okay, now we'll start. All right. Doesn't look like there's anything going on at this point. Okay, we're going to wait 10 seconds and we'll go do something here, and we'll sit and wait for some DoorDash. Okay, now it says Dairy Queen right here, 67 feet, so we'll see. But again, that's where the last order came from, and that was the last order I did. So welcome in, guys. I mean, right now as we speak, Northwestern has tied 2 other teams, and that's Maryland and Penn State. So we got 3 teams now that are tied. So now what Michigan State's going to have to do is they're going to have to tie somebody, but because if they don't tie anybody, they're going to be eliminated. So that's the way it goes. I mean, even if they were to get a higher score than Northwestern at this point, they would still lose if they didn't tie anyone. So, yeah. All right. It says you're there, and it says save a lot too. So, all right, they got 1 minute. They got 1 minute, and then It ends. How much they need to tie? They're already. I said that their dash has just now ended. So now we're in Michigan State. So now we got a three-way tie. We have Maryland, Northwestern, and Penn State in a tie at 162 because they made $30. They made $30.03. So we got a three-way tie right now. So that would make sense though, because then so if we got a three-way tie going here, then here's how that's going to work. That means two teams are eliminated. So yeah, at least $30. Yeah, they made $30.03. So, and they started with 132, and Maryland and Penn State at 162. So yeah. They would if I didn't get that double, if that customer did not double their pay of that Taco Bell order, they I would not have got, I would have they would have already been out because they wouldn't have got up there. So all right, so we got $6 here for Taco Bell, so that's what Michigan State's going to start with. Okay. So Michigan State starts with $6. Well, at least they're going to start with something. This could be a battle here. Just haven't heard anything from Uber yet, but when I restarted the map, I didn't see anything for Uber, even for a shop and deliver.
1709 North Main Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the right. 1709 North Main Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA is on the right.
Looks like the parking there might have to park in a different way. Are they busy right now? Looks like they could be. Yeah, if someone has to back in like that, apparently they are. Yep, they sure are. All right. Yeah, we'll just park over here. All right. Be right back. Sparty starting with a 6 spot. This person here ordered quite a bit. And I had to make sure they had their sauces, though. Alright. Continue, yeah, receipt. Okay. So, that receipt. Alright. Okay, I have no idea. I've never seen that street before, so this should be an interesting order. It said it was only like 2 point some miles though, so yeah. So I don't think it's. Or no, it was less than that. So I just got to find out where it is exactly. Where are we going here?
Drive east, then turn right.
Okay. It says it's only 2 minutes
Turn
away.
left, then turn right.
Alright.
Turn right onto North Main Street, State Route 3.
So it shouldn't be that far from here. It says it's only 2 minutes away. That's a pretty good deal there. It's only coming for a little bit. Alright.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto West 14th Street.
Oh, okay. That's not that far. Yeah, if they'd have sidewalk shoveled, he wouldn't have to walk in the road. But there's no sidewalk shoveled. It's just amazing to me how they don't want to shovel sidewalks when the snow's been gone since Sunday.
Turn right onto West 14th Street, then turn left.
Okay. All right.
Turn left onto North Morgan Street.
Okay, that's interesting. All right. Oh, there's a little dog out there. Yeah. 2 of them.
In 400 feet, 1307 North Morgan Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the right.
Okay, I was hoping it would be on the right because it doesn't look like there's anything shoveled over on that side. Yeah.
1307 North Morgan Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA is on the right.
Requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
Okay, right here where that guy just came out of. Okay. All right. Oh, at least they got their thing shoveled. That's good. Okay. But I have to walk a little bit to get to the house. That's all right. All right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get this delivered, guys. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to get out here because there's snow over there on that side. So, all right. So I think we'll set this up here. I'll get my drinks. All right. Well, this is interesting. The Cats started with a double, meaning they had their order was $5 and something, and they ended up getting the customer ended up giving me another $5. Well, the Spartans started with a $6 order, and they ended up giving me 12. So there's a double for that. So now the Spartans. So this might be a good game here. So let's do that double for the customer. Yep. This might turn out to be a pretty good contest here. I mean, I started with a double with, a double with the customer. They paid me double for what they originally wanted, and now they've done it with the Spartans. So yeah, Spartans started with $12, and just like that, they have $144. I think maybe we need to sit over by Dairy Queen a little more. By Dairy Queen. I think we need to do that more often. Yeah, that is an awesome. And not only that, but there was another dasher that brought McDonald's to him. So I wonder how much he got. Now there's that guy walking in the street again this time on the other side. Yeah, we'll just sit over here at Dairy Queen now. Yeah, might as well. All right. But that's what I enjoy about this. Okay. Yeah, the burrito place right over here. So I'm close to that. And then McDonald's, I'm close to that. Hardee's is down the road there, but you really don't get too many Hardee's orders at this time of night. You generally don't. I think when I dashed in Edinburgh, there would be like one out of every dashing, and I did one out of every maybe 100 or more deliveries, I would get a Hardee's. You get more Hardee's orders during breakfast time. Mm-hmm. But now Saturday should be interesting because it's provided that the weather will cooperate. We're going to be starting. We're going to be coming here Saturday now that there's 3 teams. Let's see. Northwestern would have to go first because they were the ones that tied. So Northwestern would go first, then Maryland would go second, and then Oregon would go third. So we're going to have one of those days to where there's another 6 spot for Sparty. All right, so we're going to $1. So now $6 only going 1 mile. So I think this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. That's $18 already. So that puts that. Let's see. I just love the competition of this stuff. Okay, I'm just going to hit there because it's right down there. So might as well. Okay. But I hate this traffic. Yeah. Yeah, Uber has not. Yeah, I have not heard one single peep out of Uber. But I mean, here though, I don't think you get too much on Uber. That was the only reason why I signed up for the shop and deliver, was hopefully for a dirty stack. But we haven't had a dirty stack yet, so. But I'm doing well in DoorDash. I mean, this proves you can make money here. You can. I mean, this is an absolute incredible start for them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, down here is okay, I guess. Yeah, it'll be all right. I have to go out that way anyway. All right. All right, I'll be right back. All right. right. Let's go ahead. Hey, Supersonic's wifey, welcome in. Yeah, we're in Rush. You see, we're in no, we're not in Ohio. We're in Indiana. We're in Rushville, Indiana. Okay, it's confirmed. Yeah, with that, I figured it was a contactless delivery. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those contactless deliveries. Oh well. Okay, so. All right. Yep. Okay, so we're not that far from here. So I mean, yeah, this is not that bad. Yeah. Not that bad. Yeah. All right. All right. Are they waiting on something, or are they? Okay. All right. Let's see.
Drive southwest, then turn right. Turn left onto North Main Street, State Route 3. Then turn right.
Oh man, it's right down here. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty close. So we go right here.
Turn right onto West 16th Street.
All right.
Continue for a half mile.
It's right on this street. You can't. Yeah, you can't get any better than that. Yeah. I think this is, if DoorDash keeps this up, this could be it could be a very interesting contest. It's not in these apartments, is it? No, okay, it's still on going down. Okay. Yeah, we're in the school district here. That's the elementary school, and I think that right over there is the middle school.
In a quarter mile, 703
And the high
West
school's
16th
on
Street,
down.
Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the left.
I've never been here before. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, John. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. All right, now how am I going to get in there? Or is there an entrance? It's apartments. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, so. Yeah.
703 West 16th Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA is on the
Contactless
left.
delivery. Call customer and arrange drop-off location.
Okay, yeah, I have to go in here. So. Okay, so is there numbers on these? I would assume there would be. I'm glad that it's still light out because you can't even see these numbers. What am I looking for? Okay. You can't even see these numbers. Okay. All right, so that's the one right there. Okay, yeah, it is important. Sorry, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to park here. So. Yeah. Okay. All right. Which apartment they're at? Okay. Oh man. They didn't leave an apartment. Uh-oh. Yeah. Hey, California Lane Dasher, welcome in. Yeah, they didn't leave an apartment. Oh, that's a team. Hold on, though. Let me They did leave a message on here. I gotta flip it down though to see what it is. See what it was they did. Changed. Okay, but they did not leave a number, so that's not good. Okay. Okay. What is this with sixes? That's another 6. And it's Pizza Hut. Okay. So I had a 6 on the last one that turned into 12. Then the let me see. Then the taco, you see, yeah, then this one was a 6. Now Pizza Hut's a 6. I don't care for that either. So I mean, at least the one. I mean, it's not that bad though because that one turned into a 12. So that'll work. But yeah, it's yeah. Fran would be if Fran was in here, she'd look at that. I said, no, not you too. And I said, well, it didn't come out that way. And I said, but I mean, but the 3 offers were that.
Continue for a half mile.
It's all right though, guys. I mean, I was just glad the first one turned to 12. You haven't had no door order under $5 at all? Well, I mean, I had one that was under five. I had one that was under five as a shopping order. But in this town, though, it really doesn't matter because this town is so small that, you know, basically anything you get, you're just basically dropping around the corner. I mean, maybe 3 to 5 minutes tops of a drive compared to some of those places in Shelbyville where you're driving, you know, 10, 12 minutes. Whereas here, it's not so bad. So... Well, hello there, Ray. Welcome in. I appreciate you. Yeah.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto North Main Street.
You know, it's really saddening me, Ray, that I can't, you know, get on your show anymore when you guys are live. Like last night, I'm out there on the floor now. They're doing that rebuild, and I can't. Yeah, it's you know, I hate missing everybody's shows now. I really am. Because you can't have a floor. You can't have a phone on the floor. They won't allow you to. In the lab, that's one thing because you're waiting.
State Route 3. Then,
but,
in 700 feet, 1420 North Main Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173.
California, you've been on a month. All right. Yeah. Thank you, California. You've been on a month. Awesome. All right. We'll give you a cheer here in a minute as soon as I park over there at Pizza Hut, I'll give you a cheer. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
1420 North Main Street, Indiana 46173.
Okay, how is it getting up here?
United States is on the left.
How is it getting up here? Is it okay? Yeah, I guess it is. All right. Doesn't look like the parking's very good though, but yeah, we'll park where it's a little bit less snow. I certainly don't want to be getting stuck, especially here. All right, let's give California Line Dasher a cheer for that here for 1 month. So let's do it. All right. This 16K, by the way. All right. All the more reason. All right. Oh yeah. By the way, you know, there was no T that had to be issued on that one, and the reason is, you know, you welcome to Three Trades. Ray just joined. All right, let's do it again. Thank you, Ray. There it is, Ray. The cheer. This is what I do. Anything good that happens, this is what you hear. Yeah, the pizza's not going to be ready anyway. Last time I was here, I had to wait over 10 minutes, so... Yeah, they can be slow with the pizzas here, but yeah, I was saying no T is going to be issued on that one, and the reason is because it was a contactless delivery, so I texted the customer and they got back with me immediately and told me what number it was. So yeah, we didn't have to do that. All right, let me go in here and get this. Yeah, and a lot of times that those pizza orders here, they're not nowhere near time for them to be ready. Yeah. Yeah, you got a Wumble cheer. Yep. All right. Okay, so, all right, we're going to go, let's see. I think I need to go out this way and take the light. I think it would be best because I'm not sure exactly where we're going here. So, I think I've only seen this address once. I mean, I've delivered here like a handful of times, but I think I've only seen this address once. I think it was a couple of miles, it said. All right, let's see. Yeah. All right, let's see.
Drive south, then turn right onto Conrad Harcourt Way.
And there was a lady right there that was just leaving. Her shift just
North Main
ended.
Street, State Route 3.
She was already late leaving, getting home, so yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, she's definitely in a hurry to get home. That was just her that passed me right there. Yeah. Can't blame them though. I know when my W-2 gets done, I'm in a hurry to get home too. 6 minutes, so yeah, this is going to be a little bit. All right, make sure everybody stops. Okay. I mean, they're not as bad here as they are in Shelbyville about that.
Continue
So,
for 1 mile.
okay, going to 2nd Street again. Okay. Last time I went on to 2nd Street, I had to turn off and almost got stuck. So, yeah, hopefully we don't do that this time. Yeah, this Monday night is way better than the Monday night that Michigan and USC went going. I doubt that it will happen, but it would be interesting if we had 4 teams all and with the same number all tied. But see, this would give them $24 right here. And that'd give them 156. So they would need another 6 to... Oh, jeez. Don't even say it. Oh, gosh.
In a half mile, turn right onto West 2nd Street.
Yep, they would need another 6. Yeah, they sure would. But like I said, if that were to happen, though, then Michigan State would go first. Yeah. Because they were the last one to get there. That's why Northwestern's going first, because they were the last one to get there.
Turn right onto West 2nd Street, US 52.
All right, well, we're not there yet, so. We are not there yet. All right. All right, here we go. Now, don't have me turn on another street where I could get myself stuck like
US
that.
52 for 1 mile.
Because I'll show you that alleyway that they had me go up here that they wanted me to turn on, you know, where I almost got stuck. And that's right down here. But I'm going straight down here and not turning here. Or no, am I going straight here? Yeah, I guess I am going this way. Yeah, okay. All right, this house right up here on the corner. I had to turn into this little alley right here That house ordered earlier, and I got stuck in that little thing right there. Just for, I just had to rock it back and forth a couple times, and I was able to get out. But
Mile. Turn left onto North Ivy Street.
yeah, that was a little scary moment there. But had I not had 4 fresh tires, it would have been a different story. I'm going to have a little bit of driving to get back to town, but I might get something. You never know. I might get a Casey's down here. Casey's is not that far from here. I might get one of those. Boy, it's a little bit farther down your thing. Yeah, it was like 3.5 miles. It just said that is 3.5 miles from there. So.
Turn left onto North Ivy Street.
Okay, I remember the last time I had an order. It was on the other side. I turned on, that's right over there where this, where that thing is, and the house was in the very back there.
In 800 feet, 207 North Ivy Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the right.
Okay, it's got to be a house here on the end. All right. Yeah, I got to hand it to him also. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's the last house here on the end.
North Ivy Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA is on the right.
Okay. So I guess it's past the stoplight. Okay. All right. No parking anytime. Okay. All right. So it's this one here. Okay. Now this is. I shouldn't be in the street, but all right. I hope they got a pathway shoveled up there. All right, I'll be right down. Okay, well, that turned into 8. Okay. So that turned into 8. So 26. Yeah, so, yeah, 26. $160. So they would need 2. But they can get a 4 spot in Time, Michigan. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be the big rematch? Wouldn't that be the big rematch after the basketball game this week? What a way for Sparty to go after them. Oh man, this is getting interesting. This could be really interesting here, guys. It really could. Oh, this could be interesting. And they still got over an hour to go. Man, I just love this time of year. I just love it. Love this competition. You turn your favor, say, how much till the next one? I said, well, let's see. They're only 2 away from being a 4-way tie. They're at 160 right now. They're 2 away from a 4-way tie. They're 4 away from tying Michigan. And then they're 11 to Wisconsin. And then 13 to Illinois and Indiana. But they're going to have to tie somebody. They're going to have to tie somebody. Because if they don't, they're out. They're eliminated. In order for them to stay in the game, they have to tie. It doesn't matter how much they get. If they don't tie anyone, they're still eliminated. Because Northwestern tied the other 2 teams. So Michigan State has to tie. They have to tie or they're out. Yeah. $11. Well, that's 7. They would need 13 to tie Illinois and Indiana. They would need 13 for that, but they need 11 for Wisconsin. So it's either 2, 4, 2, 4, 11, or 13. And what we got? We got 6. Again. Oh, jeez. Oh, why is 6 following Sparty? My goodness.
Drive east on West 2nd Street, US 52.
The first order was 6. This order was 6. That order was 6. This other one was, it was 6 also. The one turned into 12, one turned into 8. I don't know. I don't understand this. I don't understand this at all. Why do some of these things happen like that? And still not a peep from Uber, so I don't know. Man. Yep, they have to tie or they're out, no matter how much they get. It's head to head. So this is the 3rd time I've been to Taco Bell. Well, this proves on a Monday I mean, it's too bad that, USC didn't get these type of orders. But maybe this snow here has something to do with it, because I can't even believe that I've made this much money on DoorDash tonight. Honestly. Especially a Monday night. Because Monday night you most likely have like Monday night football, Monday night baseball. Sometimes there's good college teams that play on Monday night. So yeah, Groundhog Day, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just had to put that up there. It's like, it's saying everybody's, getting all mad at the groundhog. I said, I put it up there. I said, I'm just the messenger. The one you really need to be mad at is the snow miser. Yeah. Because the one thing that he will say, though, when you do that, I said, hotcakes allowed me to let it snow in the South. So, and it's proven. It was said in the children's show that, there was an agreement that Heat Miser allowed, Snow Miser to let it snow in the South. So, and that's proof right there. When you see snow on a beach, yeah. There's absolute proof it was said in the show. So, yeah. The only thing is, Snow Miser did not live up to his end of the bargain by letting it be heat in the North Pole. So, hence the $6 order. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you. Yeah. All right, we'll just do this again. This is unreal. How this stuff happens is beyond me. These patterns and things. I don't get it. Oh, it pays to know doing your W-2 job can correlate with this, because they were going to give me a soft drink here that looked a little flat and didn't look too colorful. And the lady looked at it and she goes, yeah, that does look flat. And I told her, I said, well, I'm in quality control. I can pick up on stuff like that. And she said, yeah. I said, you know, I did that too. I said, thank you for bringing that to our attention. And I said, yeah, you don't want the customer saying, hey, what's with this flat drink? Yeah. Yeah, it didn't look like the type of drink. It looked like just a unflavored soda water with food coloring in it. Okay. All right, where are we going with this? 2nd Street again. All right. Yeah, that would have been bad to deliver a soft drink that that just that was missing the color to it. I mean, it just didn't. Yeah, we both. Yes. Yeah, that would not have been good to serve, because it looked bad.
Drive east, then turn right onto North Main Street.
All right.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
Yep, going back to 2nd Street again. At least it's not that far, though, and that's a good thing. Let's see, 4 orders. They were all $6 orders. Man. Now, the thing is, because of what they've done here, they have passed, they did pass Northwestern. So, I mean, but Northwestern would have lost. But because Northwestern tied 2 other teams, then Sparty has to continue, has to get into a tie. Now this is 6, so they would need 5. They would need 5 to tie Wisconsin, and 5 to tie Wisconsin, 7 to tie Indiana and Illinois. So yeah, this could get very interesting down the stretch here. I mean, you'd hate to think that you do pretty well and you already beat the team that you're going to do, but you have to tie, otherwise you still lose. That's crazy. But that's the rules.
In a half mile, turn right onto West 2nd Street.
I mean, before we even started it, I mean, our guest referee, Dashing Goose, he put in the rules, he explained all that in the rules, that's how it is. Even if you beat the other team, if that other team tied somebody else, you have to tie someone else or you're done. That's the head-to-head competition part of it. It's still kind of dark and almost 7 o'clock. I mean, I don't really.
Right onto West 2nd Street, US 52.
All right, now where's this place going to be? That's what I need to know. It's nice that we got a lot of orders here. I mean, you come to Rushville not thinking you're going to get a whole lot, and you end up getting more than what you thought you'd get. I mean, these bottom teams certainly.
In a quarter mile, bear left to stay on West 2nd Street.
Okay, it better not be in that. It better not be in that area where that. Where that.
Bear left to stay on West 2nd Street. Then, in 300 feet, 426 West 2nd Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the right.
Okay, so I stay here. I stay straight and not turn. See that's still, yeah. All right. So now, I have to turn the signal so that I know that there. Okay.
426 West 2nd Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173.
This house right here. Okay. All right, there it is. At least they gave me enough room to where I don't have to parallel park. That's a good thing. All right. All right, drop this off. Be right back. Easier for me to get it that way, but it's all right. Thank you. You have a great night. Oh, man. I never thought that I would make this much money on a Monday night in Rushville. When the last Monday night I worked here, I dashed here, I didn't make hardly anything. Okay, we'll just back up here. And there's still time on the clock. Could there be a possibility that Sparty could tie, Ohio State or Purdue? Could be possible, I suppose. Anything can happen the way they're doing it tonight. And Northwestern wasn't so bad either. Wow. Well, they're going to need to continue getting orders because, right now they're not tied with anybody, so they've got to keep getting orders. They got to keep getting orders, or they're not going to be, they won't be continuing. Still not a word from Uber. But that's the way it was in the last one. Perhaps maybe there's more Ubers in the afternoon than there is now. I mean, possibly. Maybe there's more shopping in the afternoon than there is in the evening time. But this is a fantastic night. I mean, fantastic. For a Monday night, this is awesome. I mean, I've been out since 4 o'clock. That's when we started this, was 4. Well, it was a little bit before then. But even so. But I didn't get my first order until after 4. It was like, I think it was 20 or 25 after when I got my first order. And that's when I started the live. And the good thing about this tonight too is none of these orders here were upside down, not one of them. There was a couple that were a little bit more miles than needed to be, but there was nothing upside down. Not one order was upside down. Hey, there's Colleen. Welcome, Colleen. Yeah. Welcome in, Colleen. Yes. So I like the fact that you changed your hairstyle. I said that looks nice on you. That's a very nice hairstyle you got going on. You're welcome. It does look good on you. It kind of makes you, it's. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So, but anyway, it did. But that's it. It does look good on you. I will say that. All right, let's go sit up here by. Dairy Queen Dairy Queen has been pretty good tonight as far as sitting there to get orders. So yeah. We had a couple McDonald's. We've had 3 Taco Bells tonight. We had a Dollar General Shop and Deliver. We had a Pizza Hut. Had a Dairy Queen. We've had orders. And a couple of doubles. So, we're the first customer of Northwestern. It was $5. They ended up doubling the order, probably because I say what Chuck always says all the time, appreciating their business. And the same thing happened on the opening of the Michigan State dash. Same thing. They, I said appreciate your business, and then ended up getting a we're gonna park this way so I'm not focusing my lights on anybody. Yeah, because they're not gonna care if they're not gonna care right here because it's because there's nothing open over there. So, all right. Let's see. Patricia Garcia, hey, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Nice combination of restaurants. I said, yeah, it is. And I was like, yeah, it's been a very, decent night here. I am absolutely surprised that it came, to this point, that it's a neck and neck thing. Yeah. And that's the way it should be. That's the way all these dashes should be. I'm just looking forward to the Illinois-Indiana one. That's the one I'm looking forward to. Yeah, because if it's Super Bowl Sunday night, and here in town, in this town, it could get very interesting. Very interesting. So what I would probably have to do, because in this town you kind of have to schedule in advance, because because when you come here, you can't just dash on here. It'll say zone is full, and then you have to schedule. So I'll just have to even platinum. So I'll just have to schedule it ahead of time, because I definitely want to be here on that night. So if I schedule it ahead of time and I get here when I need to get here, then I'll be, then we should be able to do pretty good on that. So I mean, it's just a little after 7, and I would think that we should be getting some more orders here. We'll just keep moving around if we don't, but we got some, this is good right here. Haven't used that much battery or anything either, because everything's been so close. That's one of the reasons why I like being here, is because things are close. I think what we might do is the little tornado garden trick. I think we'll do that. We'll do the tornado garden trick. Not one Uber. That's very surprising. Because when I was in Carthage the other night, Uber wanted to send me to Knightstown. Right from there. Of course, for pizzas. Yeah. Pizzas. Casey's and Pizza Hut. That's, pizza. For pizzas. There's a Domino's here. And there's also a Pizza King. I don't know if Pizza King is for either one of them, but the Pizza King here in Rushville, they say, is the best of all the Pizza Kings in the state. I mean, if I don't know what it is, but they say that the Pizza King here is really, really great, and that's what I've heard, and I might have to check it out sometime, because I've never had it. So I've had it. Let's see, where did I had Pizza King once before. Where did I have it at? Trying to think of where it was. And it was in Indianapolis, and it wasn't the greatest. It just wasn't. But they say here, the one here compared to the one in Shelbyville, they said is, there's no comparison. They said the one in Pizza King makes the one in Shelbyville look absolutely terrible. So I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, is it privately owned? I mean, that's possible. I mean, sometimes those privately owned ones do better than the ones that are franchised. So it just depends. So we're looking at the burritos, we're looking at McDonald's, and we're also looking at Casey's. So I went ahead and did the tornado garden trick. So what I'm going to do is, if I don't get anything here in a couple of minutes, we're going to go and drive around to see maybe if we might get something. North Vernon was good, or Franklin. Oh, really? I have to check out North Vernon sometime, just to dash there at some point. I haven't been there. I've heard that it's okay to dash there. I heard it's not so good to dash there. I don't know. I definitely am, like I said, once this contest is over, then there's no chance of snow or rain, anything like that, then I am going to start traveling again and go and check in other towns. I am going to go back to Newcastle. I want to deliver that again, because hopefully that 3 there is completely fixed, and I don't have to there aren't any roadblocks or anything going over there. So I'd like to check that out. And some other places that I haven't been, and I'm just curious to see try it, because when we do the contest next time, I want to see what other towns are like, see what the market is there, and then come contest time next time, we might do something a little different. And because now that we have Uber, and now I have shop and deliver Ubers, then yeah. So you was there was Uber and DoorDash Ubers, few but orders. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, like I said, I've heard stuff about North Vernon that it's, that it's okay. I said you're better off dashing in Seymour than you are dashing in North Vernon. That's what I've heard. I've heard Seymour is way better than North Vernon. So now there was one time, I'm trying to remember. I had what was it? I was offered a Ruby Tuesday in Edinburgh, and they were offering me $50 to take that Ruby Tuesday to go to Scottsburg. Now that's a lot of miles. I mean, I turned it down because I didn't like the miles, but that might not have been a bad thing. But they say Scottsburg is okay to dash in. I've heard that. But what's it? Yeah, I had an offer to do that, and I just didn't feel like doing that. It was a Ruby Tuesday offer to go to Scottsburg, and that's what I might. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check out Connorsville again, and then there's a couple other places I was going to check out. I thought about Bedford. I was going to try Bedford because I've been to Bloomington before, but I thought I'd try Bedford and some other stuff out that way. So I thought I might try that. Okay, well, we're not going to stay here, so we're gonna go ahead and drive around and see if we might get something. I mean, this was the slow time that USC had to deal with. I mean, right now, Sparty's not tied with anybody, so they need another order here to tie somebody, or they're done. Yeah, they're out. Yep. So we'll just go sit over here by the McDonald's area. We'll sit over here for a few minutes. But regardless of what happens, for now and then, it's so much can happen. I mean, they just need 5 or 7. They need a 5 spot or a 7. To tie, because they're already past Northwestern, so they need 5 or 7. A 5 or 7 spot, will ensure them of another tie. So a 5 or 7, that's what they need. All the times you need a $5 bill. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I mean, but it's the luck of the draw, though. That's what it is. It's just like when you when you tie them, it just proved, with Michigan, even though they were the first ones and they started at 4:00, they got more orders between 4 and 6 than USC did. USC, they were handed that one order, but yet they didn't get a single order the rest of the night. And they ended up conceding. Of all the times, you're right. Did you need a $5 bill? Absolutely. Yeah. Not one peep from Uber. Not one. Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. I mean, but I will say this, though. It was a great night. It really was. It was a great night. I mean, I never would have thought I would have made over $60 in, tonight. $30 on the first time, $30.03. And then, then keep on going. It's like, yeah, I mean, even if I got a 9 spot, I would have 70. I mean, who would have thought that I'd make $70 since my first order came at 20 after 4? Who would have thought that? Not me. I mean, maybe this is the slow time of the night. Maybe it is. Oh, wait a minute. There's your $5 bill, Dean. That means they're going to tie Wisconsin. All right. Yeah. Man, both teams are going to continue. All right. The traffic does slow down at this time, so that's a good thing. Okay. All the times you need a $5 bill, and there it is. All right. All right, I'll go here and get it. Be right back. Yeah, that one lady in there is all by herself. I feel sorry for her. Yeah. Oh well. You know. But I mean, she's fast at what she does, I guess, because I mean, I still got it about, okay. So it shouldn't be that far, at least I don't think. But this is definitely the last order, guys, of the night, because by the time we get through delivering this, the the dash will be done. So both teams will be considered tying other teams, so that's a good thing. So it looks like Saturday is going to be an interesting day. But here's the thing, though. Now that Wisconsin was tied with, that's going to push back the Illinois-Indiana dash. So it all depends, though. Now it depends on what the weather does tomorrow, because we are supposed to get some snow here. So, all right, where are we going?
Drive west on Conrad Harcourt Way.
Okay.
Then turn right onto North Main Street.
All right. So everything depends on that.
In a half mile, turn left onto North Flat Rock River Drive.
Oh, are these apartments down here or something that I'm being delivered? It's not that far. Your car is out now, you just need to take it to a mechanic. That's it. What does it need done, Queen?
Turn left. In 600 feet, 1821 North Flat Rock River Drive, Rushville, Indiana 46173.
Right here by
USA will be
Dairy
on the
Queen.
left.
It's that. Yeah, it is apartments. Okay.
1821 North Flat Rock Drive, Rushville, Indiana 46173.
Okay.
USA is on the left.
Well, oh boy. I am not going to get myself stuck in the snow, so somebody's just going to have to wait. Because it's right here, I'm not playing games. Okay, you lost power, you're 20 miles out in the middle of a DoorDash delivery. So does it need a battery or something? All right, let me go deliver this. I'll be right back. All right, where are we at? Okay, so the doors are on the outside. All right, guys, there's been a change. Right as I dropped that off, there was still technically time on the clock. They got another $4. And that's going to put them past all of that. And so that means that even though they beat Northwestern with that $4 coming up, they're going to be eliminated. So even with a good night, Sparty's going to be eliminated. Hey, guess how you doing there, Eric? How's it going, man? I don't know what to say about that snow down there. I have no idea. No, this is another order. Wendy's. Yeah, they as soon as I dropped that off and hit the thing, I immediately got an order to go to Wendy's. Yeah. I mean, there's still time on the clock, though. I mean, it doesn't end until a quarter till. So there was still time. So, you know, what choice did I have? I had to take it. So, yeah. So they're out now. Yeah. Oh well. Now it looks like you'll still be on. So all that I said there earlier about, you know, pushing that back. Well, it's probably moot now, knowing that they're going to be out of the, that they're going to be out. So, oh well, like I said, when there's time on the clock, though, there was still time. Technically, there is. You know, what do you do? Yeah. But this is definitely the last order. You hate driving those streets right now? Yeah. Well, like I said, Eric, you can vent your frustrations on Snow Miser there on the post I put out. So you can go ahead and do that. Just vent your frustrations out on him, because he's the one responsible for all that. Yeah. But it's like they would say in the show, I said, well, Hotcakes told me that I can let it snow in the south, let it snow on the beaches. He told me I could do it. I have proof. It's on the show. It's like, whatever, but you're making everybody mad. That's what you're doing. All right, let me go pick this up. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, the next team they would have to tie would be Ohio State, and Ohio State's got 186, and that there won't be anywhere near that. So, all right. Okay. All right, here we go. Take this last one. hate driving those streets right now. I said, yeah, Eric, feel free. Like I said, that's why I put the groundhog. He said, the groundhog, Phil, he said, I'm just the messenger. I said, the one that you all really need to be to be mad at is Snow Miser over there. He's the one causing the chaos. He's the one that's snowing in the south and all that. He's the one you should be mad at, not me. All right, why are you not giving me directions? What's the deal with that? I know I'm supposed to go this way.
Drive west.
There you
then
go.
Turn left onto North Main Street. Continue for 1 mile.
All right. See, then Sheila commented on there and said, be nice to Phil. I said, I'm on Phil's side. I agree with Phil that it's, that Snow Miser, is he mad at him? He's the one that did this.
In a half mile, turn left onto East 11th Street.
Man, I'll tell you what, though, it was a really good night. It's just a shame that Michigan State has to be eliminated, but that's the rule, though. I mean, they end up with 170, 175, and that's not going to get it done.
Turn left onto East 11th Street.
Yep. Come on, cash tip. And I said, yeah, cash tip would be nice. I mean, they could, could they still get Ohio State? Yeah. They could if you get a cash tip. Yeah, absolutely. But with Wendy's, I don't know about that.
Continue for a half mile.
I mean, and who knows what would have happened had Uber been a part of this. Had Uber been a part of this, who knows what might have happened, but not one Uber order. So, like I said, it's hard to get Uber orders here. It is. Even when I signed up for the shop and deliver, I mean, even the 2 times I've been here with the shop and deliver on Uber, I haven't had it yet. So.
Street, Rushville, Indiana 46173. USA will be on the right.
And I don't know if you all noticed either when I was going in there that there was a car that was driving down the road that was sparking. I think that they lost a tire or something like that, and I don't know why they were still driving. Because that's sure what it sounded like. They were driving on a wheel and not on the tire. It's like, what on earth are they doing? Well, this is quite far down here.
815 East 11th Street, Rushville, Indiana
Okay,
46173.
I don't know how I'm going to do this.
USA is on the right.
So it's this one. So, all right. Well, I'm going to have to pull over and tell them that they're going to have to. Yeah. Yep, it's the one right there that's flashing. So Yeah, I'm sorry, but I got to deliver here, so I don't know what to tell you. All right. Well, the dash is done, guys, and unfortunately for Michigan State, it's they are eliminated. But I'll tell you what, it was an excellent dash on both ends. They both did well. I mean, they really did. I mean, I made over $70 tonight. Over $70 in 3.5 hours. In Rushville. In Rushville. I never would have thought I would have made that much. I mean, you know, Michigan State gave it a good ride. They did. I mean, that was fantastic. But the rule is, you know, is that even if you beat the other team, if that other team tied other teams, and you didn't, that's it. You're the one that's done. Yeah. I mean, at least you guys get to see the taste of that. You know, that even though, I mean, it sounds like a crazy rule, but that's what it is. The whole deal with Rushville is you want to get into the top 10, you know, to Elite 8 by yourself, or, you know, when it's head to head, you got to beat, you know, you want to beat the other team, you know, but if you beat the other team, you know, but yet the other team that loses ends up tying another team, that, you know, I said, the winning team is the one that loses. And that's what's happened here. So Bucky has a sigh of relief. Well, maybe. The fact that he doesn't have to, you know, go against Michigan State. But now that we got a 3-way tie for at 162, it's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to pan out. What do we got going on down here? There's some indie gig life stuff going on down here. What do we got? We got some fire trucks down there. All right, well, let's enjoy the trip back to I still got Uber on just in case. I mean, just in case I was to get anything. I mean, I doubt that I will now, but just in case, I mean, it's not going to count now, but, But what a night in Rushville. What a night. I mean, this was a fantastic night. Fantastic. It says Kroger and Dollar General, but you haven't given me anything, so... So I already shut it off. So, yep. But yeah, guys, I mean, for a Monday night, this was fantastic. Now I got to see what happens with the snow. We're supposed to get, they're saying like an inch or two, depending on where the track goes and all this. I mean, it's just about over it. I mean, really. And I know those of you down south, you're over it too. I know it. But this so far has been one of the craziest winters we've had, and we still got 2 more months of winter left. February and March. Because I remember growing up as a kid that February was always the snowiest month. I mean, January was always the coldest month. Even though you did get snow in January, it was always the coldest month. And then February was the snowiest month. And then March you had some of both. But with Indiana weather, who knows anymore? I mean, really. I mean, even though Phil made a prediction, he could be lying through his teeth. You never know. So, yeah. There were times that there was one time that there was an early spring was predicted, and then all of a sudden we got the thing, a little bit of snow in April or something like that, or in late March or something like that. And then they put a picture of him and said, "I'm sorry, I lied." Hey, there's Duke City. Welcome in, Duke. And Roy. Hey, Roy. How's it going, Roy? Yeah. Roy, I said I wasn't able to tune into your thing where you said you were on Facebook, but I followed you on Facebook. So OTC69, welcome. Yeah. I followed you on Facebook, Roy. So we'll see how you do there. Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you do well there. I really do. I hope you do very well there. So, but thank you much. See, we'll go ahead and do that for Indy. I appreciate. I'm for Duke City. I'm sorry. Yep, Duke City. Yeah, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And we'll go ahead as soon as I turn the corner here. I'm going to go. We'll do the thank you song. So. But leaving Rushville with over $70, that's just, never thought I would do that. Okay. All right, here we go. Well, definitely remember this night in Rushville. OTC, yes, we are finished for the night. Yeah. The tournament was 4 hours. And yeah, the tournament was 4 hours. And Northwestern got $30.03. And they started at 132 and ended up with 162, which is which ties them with Maryland and Penn State. So Saturday, which I'm hoping, provided that I can do Rutgers and Oregon tomorrow, Saturday would be the three-way. It would be 6 hours there in Rushville, and it would be Northwestern would go first, Maryland would go second, and then Penn State would go last. So. And then, then two will be eliminated unless they tie somebody else. So, which is what happened tonight. And then got over 40 for Sparty, but it wasn't enough to tie another team. They made too much, so they're out. Yeah. Even though they beat Northwestern in the head-to-head, they're out because they didn't tie another team. Because Northwestern did, then somebody's got to be eliminated, and it ended up being the winning team. That's just how the rules are. Your goal in the Rushville playoffs is to tie another team to continue to get into the Elite Eight. Is that your goal, to get in the Elite Eight? And now Northwestern is going to be in a three-way, but in that match there's going to be two that's going to be eliminated. And if I can get Rutgers and Oregon tomorrow, then we'll see what they do there. They're 149, so between the two of them. And then we do that the three-way tie, and then the last one would be Illinois and Indiana, and that's the one of the century. And I'm hoping that it's Sunday that I do that one. The reason why I'm hoping it's Sunday is because it's Super Bowl Sunday, and there could be a lot of orders. So Purdue could have a run for their money on that night, with Illinois and Indiana going against each other on Super Bowl Sunday. And then after that, we'll have our teams. It will be the Elite Eight. We'll have our Elite Eight. This is bad area right here, so I apologize for it being this is a bad area here. So yeah, it's a bad area in this area, so for signal. But I'm pleased at what I mean, despite how it turned out as far as the contest is concerned. It was a very good night money-wise for a Monday. It really was. Very good night. Never thought I would have made that in Rushville. Never. Never would have thought I'd make that much in Rushville on a Monday night. Over $70. But you guys are awesome for those that, that watched it. And it was just, it's the competition, though, when it gets to this point, the competition gets fierce, and it does. Because it's just like in the Big Ten tournament, in the normal tournament, for instance, here. You're fighting to get into the Elite Eight. Then when the Elite Eight starts, it's going to be 1-8, 2-7, 3-6, and 4-5. 8 hours. Most likely in Greensburg. That's probably where we're going to have it. Greensburg and Shelbyville. That's where it will be. Then the Final Four will be in Greenfield, and that will be 10 hours. And the championship will probably be there. Well, so hopefully by this weekend we will know who the Elite Eight is. Guys, I really appreciate that, especially you, Duke City, for giving me that. I really appreciate it. You just don't know how much I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the 28 likes being there in Rushville. I appreciate the fact that that it's nice to hear different street names. It's nice to hear a different town name from time to time. It's fun to dash in dash in a different town from time to time. It just is. You get tired of hearing the same street name, same town name, and all that. It's time, for some different stuff, and it's good for Rushville in that regard. Well, let's see how much snow comes tomorrow, and then that'll determine whether we go to Rushville tomorrow or not. This weather, you just don't know. You just don't know. Indiana weather is so unpredictable. They tell you might get a certain amount of snow, and then later on it might be something different, so you just don't know. Okay, so we're in Manila now, so the race crossing is next, and then we'll be back in town, and then we'll make a stop, and then call it. So I think the rest of these, if tonight's dash is a taste of what's coming up this week, tomorrow and this weekend, who knows what what the outcome's going to be, because it could be anybody's game right now. But 3 teams are definitely eliminated: UCLA, USC, and Michigan State. They're all eliminated. So still 15 teams still technically still in. Well, really, let's see. So there's other teams that are out also. With what happened tonight, Washington's out. Washington's eliminated. Washington is also eliminated, so that's 4 teams out because they had 138, so they're definitely out. So there's 4 teams out right now. So Washington cannot be tied again, so they're out. I think Nebraska, had like, what they have? They had a little over 150. So if both teams were to pass them tomorrow, then they're out too. So still as it is right now, Purdue still has the number 1 seed. Iowa has the number 2 seed right now, and Ohio State has the number 3 seed. So that's where it stands at this point. What happens in the playoffs. Okay, Ray's Crossing. The next stop will be Shelbyville. I'm gonna make a stop and then I need. But a great night. Very great night. And not so bad drive going from Rushville back to Shelbyville. Not really. I mean, this road was pretty good. They did a pretty good job of clearing this road up. It's nice. Just wonder how it's going to be tomorrow and how much snow we get. Yeah, I hate this on the drive back that the signal's bad. I hate that. I hate when the signal goes bad. Other than the Carthage deal the other night, this is not so bad to come out here. It really isn't. It is a little bit of a trip, but it was worth it to go out there to make over $70 tonight. It really was. It made it all worth it. It really did. I don't know how I would have done in Shelbyville, but I know I would have driven a lot more in Shelbyville had I dashed there. Rushville, it's not very many miles at all. Not really. That's why I like dashing there. Everything's close by. Yeah, we're getting closer here. Yep. And I gotta make a stop. You guys are awesome. You all make it very much worth it to do this, and it's just so much fun to be out here providing some good dashing content, exciting dashing content. At least we try to, because these contests make it exciting. It was just as exciting last year, but this year I think it's even more exciting because it's just going to end up. Who would have thought all these teams that are close, that are very close in getting into the Elite Eight, and it has to take a tiebreaker to make C who gets in and who doesn't. But it makes it all worth it. Alright, we made it back to town. Go ahead and make my stop and then let's just hope that there's not that much snow, because if there isn't, then we'll be doing this again tomorrow with Rutgers and Oregon. So I think it's supposed to be halfway decent this weekend, I think, from what I understand. Hopefully it will be. All right. Stop for in here. Let's see, is there anything up close? Hopefully. Yeah, there's a few up here close. All right. Yeah, it works. Okay. All right, guys, it was a very fun night, and hopefully, depending on how much snow comes in, hopefully we'll do this again tomorrow with Rutgers and Oregon. So until the next time we have our next competition, I will see you in the future, and remember, we're all in this together.